my dashboard actually worked for once. Alright. So let me just move this over here and let me pop this up full screen. Let me get a... Well, actually, first I have to pop out the chat. I totally forgot again. I apologize. Let me pop out the chat. Put it over here. I am a little slow this morning because I am still very tired. it is way too early for me to be up and watching this, but I am up here covering the Nintendo E3 Spotlight live for you guys. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. Let's pop that up and let's pop that up. Okay, we should be good to go. Crom Strife Gaming, hi, welcome to the stream. So, hello, my merciful brothers and sisters. It is I, MisterMercy. Welcome to my live reactions to the final event of E3. E3 is coming to a close. I know, it's sad. But we do have more events coming up. Of course, we have PSX coming up this December, and we have Gamescom coming even sooner than that. We have Gamescom coming in August. I still haven't decided if I want to cover Gamescom or not. So I'll get back to you guys on that. But I see that the hipster Sephiroth is joining the stream. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, today we are covering the Nintendo E3 Spotlight, and don't worry if you're not hearing audio from the stream from IGN here. I have it muted in the player, so it's not anything like wrong with my stream or anything. Because I wanted to make sure that I can talk to you guys and you guys can hear me over Damon Hatfield talking. So, so E3 2017 is coming to an end. We're ending here with Nintendo. Going into E3, this was my most anticipated show, and I think it still is. Although that kind of helped. I think that kind of helped some of the other conferences stand out a bit more because I was kind of waiting to see what Nintendo brought to the table. We do know that this spotlight from Nintendo is going to be short. It's going to be only about 25 minutes that I've heard. It's either 25 or 30 minutes, somewhere there. But before everybody gets all bent out of shape and upset about that, they have confirmed it's going to run in a similar style to their Nintendo Direct from April that they did, where it's like, okay, because in April they had a focus on Splatoon 2 and ARMS, and so they said, okay, well, we're going to focus primarily on these games, and they showed those for a good, I don't know, 5 minutes apiece. And then for the rest of the Direct, they just went, okay, game after game after game after game after game in this, long list of, bullet points to hit, and they just kept rapid fire going down the list. And I think it was confirmed earlier in E3. I think it might have been confirmed a couple days ago when Reggie came out and talked with Jeff Keighley on the official YouTube E3 booth, that this E3 would be very similar to that for them, where they're going to be mainly focusing on Super Mario Odyssey, which is a game in and of itself that I'm excited for. I can't wait to see what they do with Super Mario Odyssey, and also have other games in a rapid fire succession with just trailer and announcement and everything. Just coming one after the other. So we should still get a lot of stuff. I'm hoping that, we're probably going to see one of those things is probably going to be Pokken Deluxe, which would be kind of nice to hear a little bit more about, because I'm still kind of on the fence about Pokken Deluxe, about whether I'm going to pick it up or not. So we're probably going to see a little bit of that. I just hope they don't spend too much time talking about ARMS and Splatoon 2 because we know pretty much everything about those games already. If they waste time and take time away from other games to remind us that Splatoon 2 and ARMS are coming out very soon, then I think that would just be a waste of time. So yeah, I'm hoping that, they don't spend too much time on ARMS and Splatoon 2. I think that their advertisement for ARMS and Splatoon 2, which I do believe they need to continue pushing, especially here at E3, I believe that advertisement is pretty much already, set up for them anyway. It's the ARMS and Splatoon 2 invitationals. So I know they're going to have the Pokken Invitational later this week too, but that game was just announced, so I expect us maybe to hear a little bit about that. But I want them to focus on games that maybe a little bit of the games we know about, but also give us those big reveals. I don't want a repeat of Bethesda's conference because Bethesda only revealed 2 big things. I mean, we already knew that there was going to be a Dishonored coming. We already knew that Elder Scrolls Legends was going to be getting some kind of new thing soon. So the only 2 big things that were actually revealed at Bethesda's conference were The Evil Within 2 and Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. Those were the only 2 games that Bethesda really announced that so I don't want a repeat of Bethesda's conference. I want some new games to get excited about. I think if I had to pick 2 of my things from my prediction list that would just make this Nintendo Spotlight for me, even if it was only one of these 2 things and that was it. I think if I had to pick 2 things for my predictions list that would really sell me on this E3 Spotlight, is one would be Bayonetta Collection for Switch, because I really would really like to play Bayonetta 2 without having to go out and buy a Wii U. So Bayonetta coming to the Switch, that would be something that would just make this E3 for me. And Animal Crossing. Really, really, really want an Animal Crossing. I saw a really funny picture on Reddit today of somebody laid out a pentagram in amiibo cards for Animal Crossing, and had an Isabelle amiibo in the middle, and then Animal Crossing they had their Switch in the middle. They had Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer on one side. They had a Isabelle amiibo on one side, and they're just praying for Animal Crossing to come to the Switch, and I'm right there with you. I'm ready to draw pentagrams and pray to all kinds of crazy deities to make Animal Crossing happen. I'm not even a huge Animal Crossing fan, but I want to be an Animal Crossing fan with the Switch, because I have my own Switch here. I've been playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I love it. Unfortunately, I don't have Breath of the Wild, because I'm not a I'm not a Zelda fan, so I know it's a shocker to meet a Nintendo fan that's not a Zelda fan, but so Zelda didn't really sell me. The only game I really have right now for the system is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Of course, the games that were already announced previously in E3, with the exception of maybe Skyrim for Switch, are really, really exciting. I'm interested in Starlink. I'm interested in Just Dance 2018, and pretty much every other Switch game that has been announced so far. I am really, really excited for it. Mario Rabbids, another game I'm excited for. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they bring. It's only, like I said, it's only a 25 or 30 minute show, but they can pack a lot in that 25 and 30 minutes. And I've pretty much already decided that I'm also going to be trying to get a Sonic Forces for the Switch. I'm not a big Sonic fan. I mean, I've liked the characters of Sonic. I like a lot of the stuff. I mean, the community of Sonic is kind of up in the air, but I'm not a big fan of the Sonic community. But I'd be willing to jump in if I could find a Sonic game that I really am passionate about and I like. So I'm excited to pick up Sonic Forces later this holiday. But Nintendo needs to really bring the heat with this E3 spotlight. Like I said, we know we're focusing primarily on Super Mario Odyssey. That's fine, but I need to see more of those other games. And I know that they said a focus on 2017 games, which leads me into this next comment from Hipster Sephiroth. It says, MisterMercy, do you think we will get a Final Fantasy VII Remake for the Switch? Probably, I mean, not, definitely not this year, I can tell you that right now, because, I mean, we already know that this Nintendo Spotlight is going to be primarily focusing on 2017 games. They haven't outright said that they're not going to at least touch on briefly 2018 games. They haven't said that they're not going to do that, and they haven't said it's exclusively going to be 2017 games. So there's still a possibility. But in terms of Final Fantasy VII, I think that would be a smart decision for Square Enix and Nintendo to do. But not only is that game in and of itself just so far off in development, it probably won't be till like 2020 that we see that game. I think that it would have to be scaled down dramatically. I don't think that the Switch is powerful enough to run it in the current state it's being presented. But on one hand, if they were able to get Final Fantasy VII Remake on the Switch, which I mean I highly doubt because Square Enix has been so close with Sony, but if they were able to do that, I think that would be a fantastic marketing move for Nintendo, because you think about how they could drop that in a direct. They could say, they could start out by saying, Final Fantasy's home is Nintendo, and it started with Nintendo. It was a huge thing for Nintendo, and they can go back through the history and say, yeah, Final Fantasy, you may remember Final Fantasy VII and onwards with Sony, but Final Fantasy started with us, and they could say, we're bringing Final Fantasy back to us, and I think that would be huge. That would be a fantastic move for Nintendo to make. Will it happen? I'm not hopeful. I think realistically it probably won't, but it would be smart. It would be smart to do so. Chrome Strife Gaming says, do you think we will have any chance of seeing more Ultra Sun and Moon? Probably not. I mean, because they've said that they're focusing on Switch games, and I think that is confirmed. They're only talking about Switch games. We might hear a little bit of news coming out of E3 about it, maybe, or maybe not. I mean, I know that Nintendo's booth is all set up with pretty much exclusively Super Mario Odyssey and nothing else. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, they could have other stuff there at their booth, but I know that their booth is primarily set up for Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah, I'm highly doubtful that we'll see Ultra Sun and Moon. I think that they'll probably save Ultra Sun and Moon for a future Pokemon Direct at some point. Hipster Sephiroth says, not exactly, it's pretty confirmed for 2019. Well, more likely that could be a system seller. I agree, it could be a system seller if Nintendo can make that happen. But, like I said, Square Enix has had a huge priority with Sony, and Square Enix has been, very cautious with Nintendo. I mean, they still work with Nintendo throughout their, time, after they've left Nintendo as like a first-party developer, but they're still cautious. I mean, we do know that Square Enix has Octopath Traveler coming out, and I think that they're gonna try to use Octopath Traveler to kind of gauge how the Switch's market is, and that's gonna be kind of like their them just dipping their toe into the water and seeing if consumers bite. And I think that if Octopath Traveler does well, then maybe Square Enix will consider bringing that to the Switch. But yeah, it's likely a long ways off at this point. And yeah, and like you say, PS1, the system seller was Final Fantasy VII Original. You're absolutely right. I mean, especially, and the reason, of course, why is because since Nintendo was so hell-bent on using cartridges still through the N64, and Square Enix wanted to tell this big, important story with Final Fantasy VII, the cartridge just wasn't going to support it, so that's why they went to PlayStation. But I think that switch from Nintendo to PlayStation was the reason why Final Fantasy VII sold so well on the PS1 and sold so many PS1s. It's because that, Final Fantasy fans wanted to see the next installment, and their only option was to go with PlayStation, so it wasn't exclusive. Although we have seen, in recent years, Final Fantasy stop being a solely PlayStation exclusive. I mean, hell, we even had Final Fantasy 15 on the Xbox stage just like last year for E3. So it's possible, that Final Fantasy has stopped being a strictly Sony thing and could be coming back to Nintendo. It's possible. It's definitely possible. Likely, probably not. But I could see Nintendo making a very smart move by putting out Final Fantasy VII Remake on the Switch, or even a spin-off Final Fantasy game if something was like that was to come out. It may not be as big as Final Fantasy VII, but I think that a game in the Final Fantasy universe on the Switch would still sell really, really well. And who knows? Maybe do we even really know if Project Octopath Traveler is the final game name, or is that like a code name for the game that they're just advertising and it's still like an internal name and they haven't officially named the game yet? We don't know, but obviously you're seeing here Super Mario Odyssey gameplay that was revealed at the Switch presentation in January. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. We'll see if it still holds up. We know that we're probably going to get all the big information that we need for this game today. We may hear a little bit more about it leading up to its release with some Nintendo Directs, but I think that primarily we're going to get the most information about the game today, and we're gonna probably get the release date, the official release date, maybe a little bit more like not linear, but like some more solid gameplay, so we can see like the UI, we can actually watch an entire level of sorts. So I think that today's going to be the big day where we find out the most about Super Mario Odyssey. Hipster Sephiroth says, I think we need more genre variety on the Switch, and we now have kart racers fighting games. Yeah, I think one of the biggest things the Switch needs right now is mature-rated games. I think that they're very lacking in that department. So they need to bring some more mature-rated games to the Switch to bring in that more adult audience. And like I said in my predictions and wishlist video, is that it would be perfect for that game to reel gamers in to be Bayonetta. I know a lot of people that really wanted to play Bayonetta 2, but just didn't go out and buy a Wii U for it. And I too wanted to play Bayonetta 2, but didn't get a Wii U. So I think that porting Bayonetta 2 over to the Switch would be great. And I don't think we, besides Smash, I don't think we need any other Wii U ports after that. And you think about it too, like they also have the Bayonetta amiibos coming out this July, so that would be a perfect time to promote those amiibos too. Because even if they announce Smash, and some people are like, well, I already bought Smash for 3DS, I already probably bought it for Wii U, I don't need another Smash Bros. They could still sell those amiibos to people who don't want to pick up Smash for Switch, and I think that would be a very, very smart move. It's likely a code name, just hoping Nintendo censored the Final Fantasy VII Remake. It comes to the Switch. Now, how about Metal Gear? It's the 30th anniversary. Metal Gear, I think, is dead. I hate to say it, but I think Metal Gear is dead. Sure, Konami's going to try to keep the brand alive through their spin-off games and maybe try to do a Metal Gear game themselves, but it's not going to go well without Hideo Kojima at the helm. It's just Metal Gear's never going to be the same again. And I think that we're going to have to just let that series lay to rest and look forward to Death Stranding. Look forward to see what Kojima does with Death Stranding. I'm glad that he didn't show up this year to promote that, because he needs to sit down and work on the game and stop teasing us with it, and actually make it happen so it can actually come out in some reasonable time. But yeah. So we are about 9 minutes away from the Nintendo E3 conference. I think we can probably kick up the audio at this point, because I think I've said everything I need to say. We're getting excited to go into it. So let me kick up the audio.
New story, some new Pokemon added, and I really want to know what they're going to do more with that. And I think we're also going to see probably a little bit of Pokken, even though those were announced before. In the spotlight, at least post-show with Treehouse. And yeah, I'm honestly going to ask for this every year. Detective Pikachu, please
Detective
bring it
Pikachu,
here.
yeah.
Yes.
It's not as sexy as new game announcements, but I think it's kind of fairly ridiculous. I have this new console, and I have no idea what the online service is like yet.
Right.
And Virtual Console and all of that, and we're approaching almost a year until it was announced. I still don't know what I'm getting, and we know it's next year now.
Yeah.
I just would like some of those gaps filled in.
I'm buying Neo Geo games every week because I want to play classic games on this thing, and they're the only ones that are doing it. And Nintendo is completely missing out. I've got this gigantic library of Virtual Console games I've been buying for years. I just want the ability to
Death Stranding does look pretty cool,
or
have access to an entire
buy them
library.
again.
Right.
Whatever I end up doing, it's going to end up buying them again.
It does seem to be a huge gaping hole in what the Switch offers, that they've lost this Virtual Console that they built up with the Wii and the Wii U.
Yeah.
But they have said that their online service is being pushed to next year.
Yep.
What's the likelihood that they actually talk about how it works, what some of the features are today?
They said the spotlight is mainly going to focus on stuff coming out this year, but I just feel like it'd be a good sign of good faith just to go, hey, this is what's coming on the horizon. We know we've delayed it,
I
but
agree.
we've got you.
I feel like if they talk about it at all, it'll probably be on Treehouse.
Yep.
Since it's a more conversational time for them to bring in.
I mean, I'm
people
not
who
going to
can
be
actually talk
covering
about
the
it knowledgeably,
Treehouse,
so they
but
don't
I'll
waste the
probably
space
still
in that
watch the
short
Treehouse
video
because
that
I know
we
that they're
usually
probably
get
going to
to
talk a
spotlight.
little bit more.
We
They
just
might
got
even
Mario Kart,
reveal
which leaned heavily
some
into
more things
online.
at
We've
the
got ARMS
Treehouse.
coming, and then we've got Splatoon.
I'm not going to be
It's
streaming
three
it, but
big first-party games
probably
from them
will
that have a big online
stay
component,
and watch that.
and we don't really know how that works outside of I have to
Splatoon 2,
Skype one of you guys, and
I'm
then
super
you
pumped for
text
Splatoon
me
2.
to
Headset with
I'm
an
going to be
adapter.
picking it up,
we saw that
absolutely.
weird squid that you could plug stuff into. That's a weird sentence to say on TV. But no, it's
psyched
still
for
a big
Splatoon 2.
question
It's
mark,
gonna be awesome.
and not the fun kind of question mark where you get prizes like in a Mario game. It's the one where we're what are you going to charge us for eventually? They really need to sell their online before they're actually selling their online.
I love those 2017 and Nintendo's solution to online play is cephalopods.
Yeah, it's and their entire promise was this is not going to be complicated. This is going to be simple. We want to streamline
Squid
this.
and simple,
Just
Brian.
bring your squid everywhere. Bring your phone everywhere. Bring your friend's phone everywhere.
Hope they show
Splatoon 2 is coming out soon.
Yokai Watch
This
2
summer.
Psychic
How's
Vectors
this one
and
fitting
show
in?
some GameCube
So
Virtual Console games.
really liked a lot of the first one. I didn't get hooked on
I
multiplayer
was
like a lot of other
believing
people did, but the
in-
single
I
player
mean,
and the art direction
Yokai Watch
and even
2,
the amiibo, all that stuff around
I
it, all
mean,
the
it's-
fanfare around it. Felt
I
like the
think
launch
that
of a
that's
new
more of a
console.
3DS
I
thing, so
love
that
what
probably
this
won't
game
be
is
showing
doing
up.
in terms of
And in
its
terms of
aesthetic,
the
in terms of how fun and
GameCube
quick it is.
Virtual Console, I was
There's
a
lot
believer
of
in the
stuff for
GameCube
people like
Virtual
me who don't
Console,
really play a ton
but
of
then I
online
saw one
multiplayer.
video
In the
from
new
someone,
one,
I
in
forget
Splatoon 2,
who it was,
there's a
it might
way
have been
better
Switch Force or
single player
something, where
mode.
it's kind of
It looks like
said
there's really
that,
cool bosses. It feels
you know,
almost Super Mario Galaxy-esque. And there's this new horde mode,
I
which
think
will let
that-
me play even when I'm not online.
I
Plugged into
forget
my
what
squid.
the excuse they gave, but they
against
gave a really
waves
good
of enemies
excuse
using
about
my
why
funny little hip Squid
GameCube
teenager
games,
neon
you know,
people. I don't even know what they are.
were, you know,
Only 90s kids.
kind of pointless
It's
to
very
bring
Nickelodeon,
to
which I love.
That's true.
bring to the Switch, and
does Splatoon do anything
yeah,
for you?
I
So
wish I
I
could remember
actually
what
didn't
they
get to play
said,
much
but
of
they
Splatoon
gave a
2
really
because
good
I missed it on
argument
the Wii U.
for
I was waiting for
GameCube
Zelda,
games
and
not
it came
coming
out
with
on
Virtual
Switch. I was
Console,
like, well, I only got to play a little bit of like friends' houses and
it's
stuff. and
very
it was always so
possible
much
that they
fun
aren't.
every
If Virtual
time, and I'm
Console is
really looking
anything,
forward to it
it'll
coming
probably
on
just
Switch
be.
for people like
I mean,
me who
they
missed
might
out on
have,
Wii U.
Yep.
So
you know,
I am
N64 games
ecstatic, super
possibly.
into
Scott,
it.
going in
I've
its
seen
favor,
the
like,
N64
I had a
games, but
Wii U,
GameCube.
but I barely knew anyone who did, so I never
Yeah.
got
I know it's
Splatoon
old
at all,
enough
but now
technically
I'm same
for
as
it,
you guys,
but
like all my friends, all my colleagues
I
have
don't see
Switches.
that happening.
I know as
Honestly,
soon as that game
I mean,
comes
I'd be
out, we're gonna
happy
be
if
playing
it
it
did.
all the time.
I'd love to
Yeah.
see some GameCube
That's like the
games.
exciting thing that Nintendo's doing is
Even,
like
I mean,
with
people are
Pokemon, like,
talking
they're
about, you know,
bringing all these
Metroid
great
coming.
Wii U games
Even
to
if
the Switch, and now
Metroid
it's
does
like, for
not
people
get
like me
announced
who
here,
didn't get to get those that
if we
originally
can
came
get
out.
like
That's all
No,
bringing
that's
the Wii U
awesome.
like
to the
If
Switch.
virtual
you're a
console
hardcore
releases
Nintendo
for like
enthusiast, which you
Metroid
probably are if
Prime
you're watching the show and
or
you listen to our show
something,
NBC
then
on IGN
I think
every
that would
single
make
week.
that would
You
please a
probably
lot
think
of
everyone
fans. That would
bought a
make
Wii
up
U,
for
'cause
it.
you did and all your
Just
friends
to
did.
have
But really, they sold
some
10 million of those
Metroid,
things
especially
worldwide,
Metroid
right?
Prime,
Give or take.
12
on
million,
the
yeah.
Switch,
And it's,
even if it's not a new one,
sort of a
even if it's
testament
just
to
a
the fact that so many
re-release
of those
virtual
great
console
games
release
that we all
of
enjoyed
the
for
old one, I
years
think that
were
that would
kind of a
make people
secret to
very,
us,
very
and now
happy.
people are playing Mario
So-
Kart for the first time, the fastest selling game in the franchise. There's room to bring those games to a bigger audience and go really big with them, and I'm
And with
happy
a better
to see
console
that.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, significantly better and so much
Yeah.
more fun and portable.
About
like having
4
that
minutes away,
portability
though.
just makes all the
4
difference.
minutes away
Well,
from
so
the
the
Nintendo
obvious
spotlight.
choice would be Smash Brothers, right?
Yes, yeah. And so my theory with that is they can drop that whenever they want. I don't think they need to do that right now. Like right now, we've got Mario Odyssey, we just got Mario Kart, we got Zelda at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
That's 3 of the biggest franchises that they have in their stable. Smash Brothers, you can just sort of like in February, March next year, just kind of be like, oh, by the way, we have this. We're adding the ice climbers because we didn't have them last time. You know, just roll it out.
Or
and-
alternatively, you could just drop it right before Christmas.
That's
Like,
true.
do a little direct. There you go. It's coming out in a month.
Well, and so that's the other thing, right? We put so much pressure on E3, but with Nintendo, Nintendo has like 6 little E3s a year. With Nintendo
Yeah.
Direct, and that's
That's what a lot of people are
I'm already
saying is that when it
Direct,
comes
I
to some
know,
of
I
these
know.
bigger games that we
That's
really,
a
really want,
spotlights.
Nintendo can drop those
That's right, it's their
anytime. They don't
spotlight.
have to drop
We
those
get
at
little
E3.
E3s from Nintendo all year, so I don't think there's a ton of pressure.
I
on today,
agree.
but
I agree
still,
with them.
Come on.
What we do
Make
want
it
to know is
awesome.
I mean, I
yeah,
want
what they're bringing
Smash
for
to be
sure.
announced at
and they did their
E3. I
Pokemon
mean,
one not too long
technically,
ago, so it's like I like how
hasn't
they
it
do have
always
that
been
very
announced at
focused,
E3? I'm
this is
pretty
what
sure
we're bringing
every
today.
Smash has been announced
Here's
at
our
E3.
message.
Yeah, they did
that,
one for
you know,
Splatoon and ARMS, which
Yeah.
is just sort of, you know, they could
that
do one
was
for
coming
Smash
out,
if they
yeah.
wanted to. I
Maybe
don't think
except
we're going to
for
see
the
it
first
today,
one.
but it's coming.
We are just a few
but-
minutes away from the Nintendo Spotlight. Yesterday, Ubisoft unveiled Mario plus Rabbids. Do you think Nintendo will spend any time
No.
explaining more of that today, or did
I
they get
think
that out of the way?
it seemed pretty comprehensive overview in the Ubisoft conference. It opened it. It was very detailed, went into the mechanics. How
Yeah, we'll
the
see
genesis
what
of
they
the
do with
game. So I
Smash.
think
I'd love to see
this
Smash.
conference will
I think that'd
pretty
be
light
great.
on this spotlight. So I don't expect to see
have
too
it
much
just
of
be a
that.
port of the
It'll be
Wii
on
U
Mario Odyssey.
version.
Yeah, there's a lot of
But
stuff around this game that we didn't really
we'll
see
see what they do.
yesterday that we
Final
sort of
Fantasy
saw
30th
after the
anniversary.
press conference, sort of in the
I'm
margins.
surprised we haven't
They're
heard
doing
anything
a
from
bunch of
anyone about Final Fantasy 30th
amiibo-shaped
anniversary.
figurines for this thing that are $20,
because,
and then there's ones that are like
that would be-
6
I
inches
mean-
tall that are 40, and there's a set
I mean,
of
we
cards
do have-
that they're
we
also
do
doing
have
as well.
D23
We don't know if those will work as like amiibo
coming up
cards.
next month.
So they're going in.
It's
pretty
already been
big on
confirmed
the
that we're going to see a
marketing. I
new
don't know
Kingdom
if
Hearts
you'll be able
trailer,
to buy that
D23
rabbit
next
Roomba
month.
that they're driving around in this game. I
So
hope
maybe
'cause
maybe
it's
Kingdom
adorable.
Hearts 3 they're
But,
going to surprise everybody
We've
and
still
say
got
they're
a lot to
releasing
learn
Kingdom
about
Hearts
this game.
3
There's
for
4
the
main
for the 30th
environments. I think
anniversary
so
of
far
Final
we've only
Fantasy.
seen
That would be
like
kind of cool.
the
I'd
Mushroom
be
Kingdom
all
one. There's like
for
a
that. if
Wild
they did
West
that.
one and one that looks kind of Halloween-y.
Yeah, there's like they look like zombies almost walking around.
Yeah. So I think if they'll get into it during their spotlight today, we might see some of the fanfare marketing goes around. I don't know about that duck in the toilet thing.
Yeah, that's one of the most noticeable things about this trailer. I think,
Yeah,
which
is
is
the duck.
really
I
weird.
loved this
Yeah,
trailer,
weird
by the
duck.
way, the
I think,
Mario
well, they
plus
brought out
Rabbids.
Miyamoto for this. I think
That was a
they're
great
gonna
trailer.
just
Loved
keep
it.
it at that. Like,
Probably one of my
they had
favorite
it from
trailers of E3,
Ubisoft, They're gonna
actually.
move on to other things.
Yep.
We were a little skeptical of this game, but
Not
now
my
it's been
favorite
revealed and
announcement,
it's
but
like
as
seemingly
far as,
kind
like,
of a
terms of trailer
hardcore
goes,
tactics
probably one of my
XCOM type
favorites.
game. How do we feel about it now?
I think that's neat.
Yeah.
That's
Any
super
minute
awesome
now.
to see.
any
I'm,
minute
like,
Nintendo
pleasantly
will be
surprised.
starting.
Yeah, and I mean also like in lieu of Nintendo directly giving us a new Advance Wars games, we're not really getting a ton of like strategy from them. Also finding out that this game is out in like 2 months is really exciting. If this hadn't been leaked a billion times over, this would have been one of the biggest surprises of the show.
I think they really went against it because you built preconceptions about what it was and what it wasn't. If you just saw that footage yesterday kind of raw, like I think you would be much more impressed.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was already
here at E3,
impressed.
when I'm not here at this desk streaming live, I'm in my hotel room playing Disgaea on my Switch.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm totally excited to check out Mario plus Rabbids. We are hearing Nintendo is starting on time, so any moment now we're going to throw you over there. Miranda, you're interested in Ultra
Any
Sun,
second now.
Ultra Moon for Pokemon. Does that have a release date yet?
Yes, it's coming out this fall.
Okay.
So we know when it's coming. We just don't know all the details about it. I just know there's a Pikachu RV, and there's some new Pokemon, and it's a new story. So that means I'm gonna play it.
Anything you're particularly hoping to see today?
Like I said earlier, Detective Pikachu. Honestly, that came out last year, and we haven't heard anything. We know they're getting a movie, so it's like, why wouldn't we get the game? I am looking forward to just any new
I think that
Switch
Detective
details,
Pikachu probably
really.
won't come because
Anything.
Yeah,
localization
sure.
is
There's
expensive.
also. Oh, I guess we're getting.
Here we go. We're
Here we
crashing.
go.
See you afterwards for the post show.
Nintendo Switch. We got ARMS, yep. I did play a little bit of ARMS during the global test punch. It was pretty good. I don't think it's worth $60, but it was pretty good. Rocket League. Rocket League is coming to the Switch! Did we already know that? I don't know if we already knew that or not, but that's awesome. I didn't know that. I know they were talking about it happening, but nobody said it was definitely happening. Token. Great song, too. I love it. FIFA 18. People are surprised at how good that was because people were afraid that was going to suck, but they tried it and they say, hey, it's actually still pretty good. Still missing some features, but still pretty good. Platoon 2. Nice. This is a really cool trailer too. This is really awesome. Platoon 2. EA Sports FIFA 18. Rocket League. Rocket League is going to be awesome on the Switch. ARMS. Pokken Deluxe. Let's do it. Nintendo Spotlight. E3 2017. Alright, let's go, baby. Hey, Reggie.
Is fun. The game is a battle. If it's not fun, why bother? If it's not a battle, where's the fun? It's a test that you pass or a quest that you fail. A race against time. Fun and battle always locked together. But the game is also something else. It's a journey, a passport to new worlds, maybe even an odyssey. A look, a feel, an exploration. Close your focus and open your mind. Yes, the journey requires the right ticket, and that ticket is Nintendo Switch. But in the end, it's not just where you can take your game. It's where your game can take you.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Let's do it, Reggie. Monolith.
The story goes that when the world was young, everyone in Allrest lived on the World Tree, together with our divine
Xenoblade.
Father,
All right.
architect.
Xenoblade 2.
They called that paradise Elysium. You're a blade.
As the driver of the Aegis,
It looks really good.
can you take me to Elysium?
I'm in. Let's go to Elysium. I'll take you there myself.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Here.
Cover me.
Got it.
gameplay, baby. Oh, this looks so good. Oh, snap. I might be psyched to play this. I've never played a Xenoblade before, but this looks so good.
We'll show you. We'll show you what me and Pyra are made of. Take this! Now that you have come this far, there can be no turning back. You and that sword can't be! I'm guessing your goal is Elysium.
Whoa. Oh my gosh! Oh! This looks beautiful!
Our flames hide something deeper.
What's the matter? Are you the Aegis, or aren't you?
I won't use that power, and I won't let you use it either.
If you know what you desire, you will have to show it. Not with words, but with your own strength. Everyone, let's go!
Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Alright! Holiday 2017! It's coming out this year, baby! Alright! First look. Alright, so what's what you got? Switch.
Sometimes you need a hero. A sword swinging, fire wielding, stone cold hero with an insatiable appetite.
Kirby! Kirby's coming to the Switch, baby! Oh, wow. Why didn't I think that Kirby was coming to the Switch? God, I'm an idiot. But I think that all of these are going to be probably coming out this year, which is good. Kirby 2018. Oh, so we are getting 2018 games. Okay. Good to know.
Hi everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo. I hope you've been enjoying the journey with Nintendo Switch so far.
Yep, absolutely.
When I found out that Nintendo Switch is being accepted by video game fans from all over the world as a home console that could be taken with you anywhere, I felt so relieved. Take Switch outside, come together, and share the experience. This idea was how we hoped people would play with Nintendo Switch. But people are coming up with many creative ways to play, in all kinds of places, in many more ways than we expected. This summer, Nintendo and its third-party partners will release many multiplayer games that can be played anytime, anywhere, and with anyone.
Oh, multiplayer.
We hope there will be many heated competitions that will be ignited by Nintendo Switch. Now, we'll continue our look at even more new game worlds for Nintendo Switch. But before we do, there is one announcement we'd like to share from our very special friend. Please take a look.
Did he just...
Hi everyone.
Ishihara!
Tsunekazu Ishihara from the
Oh!
Pokemon Company. Just the other day, we announced that Pokken Tournament Deluxe is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
This is the latest version of the premier Pokemon fighting game.
Yeah.
Two people can dive right into battle using two Joy-Con controllers. So you can experience heated Pokemon battles with just one Nintendo Switch console. There are some fresh additions, including new Pokemon, and this deluxe version of the game will be on display at E3 for attendees to play.
All right.
I have one more announcement.
Oh.
Game Freak has begun developing a core RPG Pokemon title on Nintendo Switch.
Oh my god, yes!
It may not release for more than a year, but we hope you'll look forward to it all the same.
Oh! Oh my heart!
Let's enjoy this year's E3.
Oh!
Ishihara-san.
Oh!
We heard that the Pokemon series is being
Oh
developed
my
for Nintendo
god!
Switch. What
I'm about
kind
to
of
fucking
Pokemon
cry.
game will we be able to play
Oh
on
my
Nintendo
god.
Switch? I'm looking forward to it myself.
Pokemon is
At this
core
year's
Pokemon
E3,
is coming to the
we're
Switch.
mostly showing games that will
Fucking
be
core
released in
Pokemon is coming to the
2017.
Switch. Oh!
Here at Nintendo, we're working on many forms of entertainment that can only be made possible on Nintendo Switch. We hope you look forward to them as well. Now let's continue on with the journey with Nintendo Switch.
I lost faith. I lost faith that was ever going to happen. Nintendo, you fucking crazy bastards. Holy shit. Metroid? Metroid? That's fucking Metroid, bro. Oh my god! It's fucking real! Holy shit! Oh my god! Holy fucking Christ! What is this shit now? Paper Mario? The hype is real, Sephiroth! Hype is fucking real! New Yoshi game? It looks good. It looks really good. Oh, Nintendo, you have not disappointed. I mean, you haven't even said that, you know, any of this is happening soon, but just showing us, just giving us that faith in you. That, yes, this is coming. Oh, my God, Nintendo. Shut up and take my money. I agree, Sephiroth. Shut up and take all of my money. Here, just let me splooge money all over your faces. Just, oh my God. Wow. And this looks good too. This new Yoshi game. The graphics are great. Yoshi. 2018. Alright. Kirby, Yoshi, Koei Tecmo, Team Ninja. What in the world could this be? Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja.
We're under attack! Mother's in danger!
If she's up there, then...
You two must keep going. No, I'm coming with you.
Is it just me or did they rip that off from Attack on Titan? Oh, is this Fire Emblem
I am Mars,
Heroes?
the Prince of
Not
Altair.
Heroes,
We've come here to save you.
it's Fire Emblem. Yeah, I forget what the name of this is. It's
Remember that you can rely on your
Dynasty
friends.
War. It's the
We're
Fire
with
Emblem
you.
Warriors, I think it's called.
Get it together.
Yeah,
you
it's the
two.
Dynasty Warriors
If you
Fire
can't
Emblem
do this, who can?
crossover.
You fought your way this far. There's nothing you two can't do.
No matter the danger, we can overcome it if we're working together.
All right, let's move out.
Working together, we can finish this.
Fire Emblem Warriors. Alright. Fall 2017, baby. It's coming this year. Alright.
Hi there. I'm the Legend of Zelda series producer, Eiji Aonuma.
Yes.
You may have already heard about it during Bethesda's showcase that was held a few days ago.
Yep.
It was announced that select Zelda items will appear in the Nintendo Switch version of Skyrim.
Yep.
I'm really looking forward to exploring Skyrim with the Master Sword in hand. Oh, when did this Master Sword get in my hand? Next up, we'll take a look at the DLC packs for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Let us take you on a new Hyrule adventure.
Ooh, a new Hyrule adventure. Breath of the Wild DLC. Trial of the Sword. I mean, I may still pick up Breath of the Wild eventually, but... yeah, I wasn't somebody that bought it at launch. Wasn't really excited for it. Hero's Path mode. Yeah, we knew some of that armor was coming. Korok mask. Alright, cool. Honestly, even if they don't announce anything else, I'd still be happy. If they don't announce anything else that I want, I'd still be happy. Just based off of core Pokemon coming to the Switch and Metroid Prime 4, I'm on board. Zelda Breath of the Wild, The Master Trials, Expansion Pass 1. Alright.
Oh.
I don't know what this is about. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Expansion Pass 2, The Champion's Ballad. Okay. So we got two... we got both of the Zelda expansions revealed. That's cool. Looks like we're going to have one focused on Zelda, which is cool. Nintendo Switch and Wii U.
What did you think? I actually have one more announcement that I'd like to share.
Oh my god.
The 4 champions that appeared in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will be available as amiibo. The Zora champion, Mipha.
Ooh!
The Goron champion, Daruk. The Rito champion, Rivali. And the Gerudo champion, Urbosa.
Nice!
You'll be able to use these 4 amiibo in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Cool. Alright.
Of course you'll be able to use these in the DLC packs that you just saw, so please look forward to them.
This changes the game. Travel the world. Bring people together. Play anywhere with anyone. If video gaming is a journey, then anywhere has to include a stop right here in LA during E3. This is Magic Week, where booths buzz and channels glow, where the game worlds you've heard about suddenly spring into life. And this summer, a new kind of heated competition ignites right on Nintendo Switch. It kicks off later today with the Splatoon 2 World Inkling Invitational.
Got me excited there for a second, Reggie.
From the Americas,
don't screw with me like
Europe,
that.
Australia, New Zealand, and Japan to see whose colorful skills are the best. Tomorrow, the Pokken Invitational will be held. You might recognize some of our 8 competitors who'll be duking it out in heated battles. Later on Wednesday, we'll see 8 players throw punches in the fun and competitive game ARMS, which launches later this week. 4 of our players will be pros, and the other 4 will be E3 attendees who rise to the top by battling on the show floor.
That is pretty cool.
If you're going to E3, we hope you'll accept the challenge. And no matter where you are, be sure to catch up with Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 for all the details and news about Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS. But now, there are a few more worlds left to visit on our journey before we land in the booth. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Ubisoft is proud to announce its new Rabbids game, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and it will be developed exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. The Rabbids' crazy personalities and unpredictable behavior will shine as they arrive in a reimagined and twisted Mushroom Kingdom. They will surprise you in this tactical adventure filled with combat and exploration. Mario and his friends will join them in an epic quest to put the kingdom back in order. We can't wait for you to play the game on August 29th.
If I had the money, I'd so pre-order that. It looks so good. Oh man, August 29th. Switch. Rocket League? Yeah. That's awesome that that's coming to Switch. I know that developers were asked about it a lot, and they said, we still don't know yet, but... Oh, it's gonna have special Mario hats and customization items. That's cool! And exclusive battle cars. Cross-network play, so it's gonna play with PC and all the consoles. Awesome.
On behalf of everyone here at Psyonix, we're extremely excited to announce that Rocket League is indeed coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yes!
We know that both the Rocket League and Switch communities have wanted it, and now we're going to release it, complete with cross-network support that lets you play against opponents on other platforms.
The Switch version will have all the features and modes we've released thus far, plus exclusives like local wireless multiplayer, Mario and Luigi hats for customizing your car, and new exclusive cars we'll talk about later this year.
Look for Rocket League on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
All right. So I have a few more minutes to go over some stuff. Switch. Monster Hunter, maybe? Probably. T-Rex. Got a Mario hat though. Oh, Super Mario Odyssey. Okay. All right. You got me there for a second. Well, Mario's riding a moped. That's kind of cool. And you can customize Mario. It looks like.
It's time to raise our sails. It's freedom like you never knew. 20 flags or a pass. Say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon. This great wide wacky world.
Oh,
Jump
cool.
With me, grab coins with me. Oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away.
Mario Frog. Oh, you can like take control of enemies. That's cool. That's awesome. What is this? This is just amazing. Hey, Pauline. Pauline's gonna be in the game. Super Mario Odyssey. Alright. October. I called it! I called it was coming out in October! Holy shit! My prediction came true! Oh, wow. Was that the end of everything? That seems like it might have been the end of everything. Oh, wow. Yep, that was the end of the spotlight. But wow. Holy crap. That was a fantastic spotlight there. Yeah, so I will have more thoughts about all of this on my rapid reactions, which will be coming later this week. So make sure you watch for those. I'm gonna be covering all the conferences, cover everything that was announced at E3. But yeah, this will be the end of my coverage of E3. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this crazy Nintendo spotlight. What an amazing reveals of some games here. Fantastic. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you liked the stream, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I am Mr. Mercy. Peace, everyone.